Hey everybody, it's Libby with Organize It, the most organized cleaning company in the world. And today I want to talk about something that's kind of gross and we don't really think about it. So as the owner of a cleaning company, I'm always, I go to restaurants, like kind of just looking around, kind of check out the hotels, how clean are they really? And I was traveling last week to go to a video training so that I can be better on video. Um, but I went to Vegas last week and one thing that I noticed while traveling, a lot of us pay attention to stuff like wiping down the seats. Let me wipe down my tray table on the airplane. The people wear masks on the plane, which is fine. But one thing I noticed that a lot of people don't pay attention to is how dirty is your suitcase. Yes, your suitcase is actually absolutely filthy. It is so dirty, it's not even funny. So I took a little video and a couple of pictures of me cleaning just the front of my suitcase down, and you're going to be astounded at how dirty it actually is. And we don't even clean them. So it's statistic. I pulled up some statistics on, how many bags are handled at the airport. So and this is from 2019. There were 484 million bags at the airport that were handled through the airport just in 2019. And they're saying that about 2.8 million of them are mishandled. So mishandled bags, completely different topic. I mean, that's a whole different blog for a whole different niche of people. We're talking about cleaning and how clean are they really? So, your bags can be mishandled, grossly mishandled. They can be drugged through dirt, mud, apparently, and they can get rained on. I've had my luggage rained on. So there are various components that really, that our bags go through on an external, on the external part of handling bags. And so I've pulled up some stats, and it's pretty astounding to see that one airport employee, just one airport employee, will handle over 100 bags in their shift, in one shift. And so with international airports, they say that will be higher than 100 bags. But typically they're handling quite a few bags, upwards of 100 in just one shift. So that's crazy. So I want you to think about how many hands are exchanging on these bags, on our luggage. When I was reading and looking up the stats, it almost looked like the amount of, remember how everyone would say that dirty money is the dirtiest thing in the world because of the amount of hands that exchanged money. So I'm thinking that suitcases might be the dirtiest thing in the world right now because of how many bags are touched by one person and then various people. So, one employee touching 100 bags. But when I'm flying, you're going to get around 4 to 6 people touch that one bag. And then those 4 to 6 people are touching 100 bags. So they're touching upwards of 600 touches, 4 to 600 touches on your one suitcase when you're flying. Not to mention how dirty the conveyor belts are, when they throw them on those little wagons, how dirty the wagons are because they're open to dirt and rain and weather and conditions. So, it's absolutely astounding when you think about how many hands all those bags touched. So then now I want you to think about, what do you do with your bag when you get it from the airports? So as a professional organizer working in many, many people's homes for many years, what I saw was many people put their bags on their beds because they need to go through the bag. They need to take it out. And because our bed is higher so that we're not on the floor. So I want you to think that person on the airport touched it 400 to 600 times your bag. And then you put that bag on your bed. And here we're worried about like wiping down the airport chair that maybe 3 or 4 people sat in today. So just remember that things just like our suitcases can actually accumulate dirt, germs. So we want to make sure that we're cleaning them properly on a regular cadence. So I wipe mine down after each flight. I typically use like a Clorox wipe or a magic eraser works great because it takes the scuffs off your airport bags, because you know how they get, I use, of course, orange bags when I travel for Organize It colors. But they get those black scuff marks all over them, which in reality, when I cleaned it, it was just a lot of dirt. So I use, again, a magic eraser to take the scuffs off and to really dig deep and get that dirt off. Or we use Clorox cleanup wipes because they're fast and easy. Again, but if you have a cloth suitcase, remember, just don't put them on our bed, or don't put them on the seat of your car where your kids may be sitting, or close to your kids if they're in a car seat next to your bag. Let's keep them in the trunk of the cars, and make sure to keep them on the floor in our house and not put them on our bed or our couches, because you would be astonished at the number of people I've seen when organizing or cleaning a home or purging, that they're putting these suitcases on the beds in your house, even your guest bed, and then we lay on those beds. So just one tip to keep you guys clean, to keep you safe. If you want to hear about anything else, if you have any ideas on like, hey, how dirty is this? I'm going to put some footage of how dirty my suitcase was. So you guys can check that out during the video, and also in the blog section. So if you like this video, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for our newsletter on our website. Again, we are Organize It, the most organized cleaning company in the world.